All right, Shalom. This is Power Thumb of the Great Millstone Houston Camp, back with another lesson to edify the elect of the nation of Israel. So before I begin giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rachak, double honors to the apostles and the bishops of the Great Millstone. Peace, blessing, and salutation unto the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and all Israelites scattered abroad, who have been given the truth as a gift, all right, through the hearing of the word. And the truth is coming from the Hebrews are like prophets in these last days. All right, specifically, all right, the great millstone doctrine is the gospel of salvation. And all that endure and the teachings unto the end shall be saved by Lord Yahweh Shai when he comes to deliver, all right, the elect and destroy our enemies. So real quick, I want to play this video and get some precepts, Lord willing. This lesson is edifying. All right.
House book comes at a time when Republican Congress members are trying to block states from regulating AI. The House recently passed Trump's so-called time when Republican Congress members are trying and run massive data centers and supercomputers, she writes. Karen House book, individuals posting about their experiences and observations online, the land, energy, and water required to house and run massive data centers and supercomputers, she writes. Karen House book comes at a time when Republican Congress members are trying to block states from regulating AI. The House recently passed Trump's so-called big beautiful budget bill that contains a provision that would prohibit any state-level regulations of AI for the next decade, in a major gift to the AI industry. Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene has criticized the provision even though she voted for the bill. She wrote online, quote, "Full transparency, I did not know about this section. I'm adamantly opposed to this, and it's a violation of state rights, and I would have voted no if I had known this was in there." She says she won't vote for it if it remains in there after the Senate votes. To talk about this and much more, we're joined by the journalist Karen Howe, whose new book, again, is just out, Empire.
All right, so you heard it. These Edomites, starting with the elite, want a world ran by, all right, AI, the internet. Ultimately, they want to fulfill their ultimate goal, which is putting a chip in everybody that's still alive. All right, because they plan on destroying over billions of people. And the people that's left, they want to be able to track, control, and inventory, all right, everybody, all right, on the planet and play God. This is Revelation 13 and verse 16. He caused it all, which is the Edomites, all right, with their power structure, which is NATO, the EU, in America. They're all in cahoots, all right, together. So this is a plan, all right, ultimately, that the Edomites want to fulfill. And every nation on the planet is in agreement with this prophecy and with this plan that the elite have. It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So this is a global agenda to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And again, we, all right, starting with the apostles on down, went into the scripture so many times. We got Mark, which is charagma, which is a Strong's G 5480, a scratch, a etching, that is a stamp, a badge of servitude, okay, or a sculpted figure, graven mark, all right? So when you sculpt something, you have to dig into it, all right? And the elite, they already have through the wealth, WEF, the World Health, Salakia, World Economic Forum. The World Economic Forum, they already have on the books that they want to plant subdermally a device in everybody, all right, to for their health, for their benefit. All right. So this is engrave the inscription or image on a surface. All right. Let's see. It is on the surface, but it's been graven and cut into. And I believe grave used to say that. All right. Origin to dig. All right. So grave goes into dig. What's going to be digged in you? That chip. And what's going to be doing the digging is you got to go into the next word. Let's see. You got charagma, and then you got the next Greek word. The origin of charagma is charax, which is to sharpen to a point. That's that syringe. It says through the idea of scratching a stake, that is by implication a palisade, a rampart, military mound for circumvallation in a siege. All right, let's see. A palisade. Now, I ain't talking about the car. Let's see. Yep, and this is for the this is the syringe. Let's see. This is a good one. Look, it's just like a syringe. Sharp point going to the ground. All right, and you got the sharp point at the top. To this sharp point is that needle. It's gonna be doing the digging. All right, and then we got the next, all right, Greek word, which is grapho. All right, which is to write, and that's where they talk about all your information being on the chips, on this device, the chip. They talk about digital IDs and your banking information being on this chip. So that all lines up. Revelation 13 and 17, that no man might buy or sell. So it's going to be it's going to be used as the new form of currency and payments. All right. It's going to transform the economy. And it says, save he that had a mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man. His number is 666. So we're seeing, as we jump up, Revelation 13 and 11, I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had two horns like a lamb. That's the bipartisan system. Two horns represent Democrats and Republicans. All right, during the Roman Empire, which America is revised Rome. All right. It had the plebeian and patricians. It said, and spake as a dragon. Those draconian laws. And they're putting laws on the books to be justified in implementing this wickedness on the earth. And as soon as they do this, our Lord Yahushua is going to destroy them. All right? As soon as they make the MOTB mandatory, Yahweh Shah is coming shortly after that. All right. It says, let's see, Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, all right, and right grievousness which they have prescribed. Let's see. Isaiah 10:1. Just look at those lawmakers who write evil laws and make it life hard for the people. And that's what's happening. All right, they're taking so-called freedoms and liberties from the poor. All right, which is, talking about the poor of all, out of all nations, and they giving it to the super rich, which is the elite, starting with the Edomites. All right, that's why they are passing these laws that's grievous. All right, making life harder for the poor of this world, especially the Israelites. This is their main target. All right, and these is evil laws. All right, by evil lawmakers, which are Edomites. Let's see. This is Psalms 94:20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which is the Edomites? They ruling in wickedness, but not for long, which frame mischief by law. All right, and they set up wickedness. They put it in law first. All right. It says, Psalm 94:20. You don't help crooked judges. They use the law to make life hard for the people. All right. Psalm 94:20 in the GMB. You have nothing to do with corrupt judges who make injustice legal. All right. That's what they're doing. All right. Yeah. See, the scriptures call this damn devil out on his wickedness. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. I want to go to the Apocrypha real quick. Let's see. You see, this is the wicked, all right, wicked Edomites having counsel amongst themselves and reasoning amongst themselves. Wisdom of Solomon 20:10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man, which is the Israelites. All right. Specifically, all right, the elect is their main target, the hopeful elect. All right. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged. All right. And we see that within the society, the elderly amongst our people are still being oppressed. They ain't getting no break. They still got bills. They still got to go to work. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. All right. So Esau gets his strength off the back of these wicked laws that he put in place that oppress the people, but they justify him in oppressing and destroying the people. And we're seeing this with this AI, which ultimately coming down to setting up the MOTB system to cause all, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to take the mark, right, in order to buy and sell. This is Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed me, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, that's believing on the system and the philosophies of the so-called white man, and receive his mark, all right, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same which you got the forehead through Neuralink, all right, and other companies like it. It says, or in hand, right hand or left hand, or wherever else in the body. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire. This is nuclear fire during World War III, and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right. So Yahweh Shai and the angels going to be on earth to deliver the elect and destroy the enemies during World War III. And once that happens, the elect, the hopeful elect, well, what I'm part of that, is going above the firmament to watch, you Israelites, specifically, you Israelites that took the chip, you're going to burn up in this lake of fire and be destroyed, all right, during World War III. And you're going to have fires, throughout, say, lake of fire, because it's America. You're going to have fires in Israel and other parts of the earth as well. And this is the judgment for taking MOTB. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachakadash Brakathon Shalom.